Ricky Miller on the run for Dover, and it was Ricky finding Nicky to score his second goal of the season with just 20 minutes to go. Nicky Davidix confidently stroked home from 12 yards to give Chris Kinnear's team the lead. With a wayward header into the path of Payne, who scored his third goal of the season.
Well, there's space here for Payne, he's onside! And Dover do lead eventually. And Stephen Payne gets his fourth goal in 5 games against Woking. Murphy, for Achampong. This is Payne, this is a chance for his second! Stephen Payne does it again for Dover.
None of that seemed to faze the visitors, though, and they stormed into an early lead. Stephen Payne curling this free kick round the Gateshead wall for his 6th goal of the season. Dover dominated in the second half, and a scramble in the box provided a chance for former Gateshead target Aswan Thomas, who lashed home to level the scores. There was no sign of tiredness after their long journey, and Dover were pushing for a winner. Gateshead-born and former player Nicky Davidix provided the cross for Jack Parkinson.
A breakthrough. Nicky Davidix with the delivery, Ricky Miller with the header deflected past keeper Cameron Belford. The break, Jaden Gibbs' cross from the right was turned in very smartly by former Torquay player Toby Ajala. What a way to grab your first goal for your new club.
But were perhaps fortunate when Ricky Miller fired them ahead. A superb finish from Miller, his 5th of the season, with suggestions of handball.
Minutes before the break, Dover were in front. A delicious free kick from Nicky Davidix, sending the travelling support at the New Lawn wild. Davidix, 7th of the season, giving his side a half-time lead.
Aspirations and took the lead after just 11 minutes when Payne played in Ricky Modest, who slotted past Dixon to break the deadlock. Door for Barrow when defender Richard Orlu ventured downfield and fired in his first goal since January. Interval, Dover winning the ball back in midfield, and once it landed at the feet of Ricky Miller, he only had one thing in mind, namely smashing the ball past Dixon to make it. It was a great start, but Halifax had failed to keep a clean sheet in their 29 previous matches, and that run continued when Ricky Miller pulled one back for Dover. Halifax again allowed Dover back into the game. This time the visitors' top scorer Stephen Payne providing the lifeline, his 10th of the campaign.
Chris Kinnear's men to take the lead. Nicky Davidix with a pile driver of a shot after only 55 seconds. Jack Parkinson, who rejected a move to League Two Leyton Orient in the summer to join Dover, rose highest from a Ricky Modeste corner and were rewarded just after the hour. A long ball was poorly defended and Dover's leading scorer Stephen Payne pounced to make it 3-2 with his Deverdix with a cross and Sean Raggett with the finish. Deverdix the architect once again with a well-placed free kick and Raggett headed home.
And they were level before the break in fortuitous circumstances. Ricky Miller's shot fumbled in by Paul Farman. No one in the National League has scored more penalties than Ricky Deverdix this season, but the match winner was that man Miller. There didn't seem to be much danger when Dover's number 9 picked the ball up with his back to goal, but Miller somehow wriggled past 2 Lincoln defenders before firing past Farman from an improbable angle.
Deverdix opens up for the shot and he drills it! Oh, what a hit! That is absolutely outstanding from Nicky Deverdix. You don't stop those, and what a way to...
5 minutes at Crabble, Ricky Miller anticipating the poor backheader from Curtis, and Miller eventually broke the deadlock for Dover. Down the left, this time turning provider. His cross finding its way to Nicky Deverdix. An emphatic finish as Deverdix hit the back of the net for the 12th time this season and forceful run down the right, cutting the ball back for Miller, who stroked home his 14th goal of the campaign. 6 in 4 games. Worse after half-time, but the Dover deluge continued. Gateshead keeper Sam Russell not rewarded for a good save as Payne followed up for his 12th of the season.
Threat finally paid off after this free kick was lofted into the box by Ricky Modeste, which in turn found Jack Parkinson, who
The part-timers are looking to cement a playoff place, and they led after just 5 minutes. Stephen Payne powering his way through and drilling past Dan Atkinson.
That statistic was put to bed by a Dover side that had won 4 of their last 5. Ricky Miller was denied by some incredible defending, but Ricky Modeste was following up to break the deadlock, his first since Boxing Day. Nicky Deverdix is no stranger to spot kicks. He stepped up to score his 6th goal from 12 yards in this. Thinking about their fallen teammate, Torquay were in turmoil. Toby Ajala's back pass seized upon by Miller. That's 3 and 3 for him, and the visitors went into half-time with a 4-goal deficit. Payne getting his name on the score sheet. The home side's hopes of booking a playoff spot are improving week after week, and the victory was sealed in sumptuous style by the manager's son. Victory 5 times in their last 7, and they were in front after just 9 minutes. Nicky Deverdix drilling in his 14th goal of the campaign. That's
back to Deverdix. Cross coming in again. It's a goal there for Dover.
Sides are going for all 3 points, so we are gonna. I think we're gonna have a game on here in the last. Oh, this is dangerous, and oh, there's a chance here. There's a great opportunity. There's a goal. It's the 2nd goal for Stephen Payne.
Dover are the form team in the division, having won 5 of their last 6, and they led just after the hour mark in North Wales. Payne's cross-come shot hitting the upright, Ricky Modeste on hand to break the deadlock. A 6th goal of the campaign for Modeste, and surely his most important. From a Deverdix delivery, the home side found an equaliser. Jack Parkinson with a header. Honours even. Neither side certain of a top 5 finish yet. But how about this for a Route 1 equaliser? There was only one more touch of the ball once it left keeper Mitch Walker's boot. That came from Ricky Miller. Dover's top scorer moves on to 20 goals this season.